And right now, a coalition of federal workers and contractors who were fired by Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency are protesting in Washington, D.C. They are staging a job fair with sit-ins at Senate offices to pressure senators to rein in Musk. Now, it comes as federal employees still on the job are confused about an email sent by Musk. It asks them to send a list of work accomplishments. Musk is giving them more time to comply, but as Jared Hill explains, some officials are telling employees not to respond.
From the Oval Office, President Donald Trump praised Elon Musk for his email to nearly 2 million federal workers threatening terminations if they don't send in a list of 5 things they did at work last week.
There was a lot of genius in sending it. We're trying to find out if people are working.
Hours before the Monday deadline, Musk ordered an extension, warning failure to respond a second time will result in termination. But then, confusion after Trump's Office of Personnel Management sent a memo to federal agency heads saying it was up to them to determine how to handle the DOJ directive. Some have already told workers not to respond. The massive cuts of thousands of federal employees has sparked outrage. Voters are confronting Republican members of Congress during town halls back in their home districts.
Obviously, people are mad, and we're mad too.
The unrest at home comes as President Trump met with French President Emmanuel Macron at the White House, expressing optimism that a deal to end Russia's war in Ukraine could be just weeks away, now 3 years after it all began.
A lot of good things toward peace are happening.
Both leaders agreed to establish a peacekeeping force in Ukraine if and when a deal is reached. But the president continues to split with European allies on blaming Russia for the war.
This is the responsibility of Russia because the aggressor is Russia.
Later, Russian President Vladimir Putin signaled that a peace deal could be further away than Trump's proposed timeline. President Trump is set to host British Prime Minister Keir Starmer, another key European ally, later this week. Jared Hill, CBS News.
Also yesterday, the U.S. split from European allies and voted against a UN resolution condemning Russia's war in Ukraine. The U.S. also voted the same way as Russia on a U.S. proposed resolution that did not call Russia the aggressor or acknowledge Ukraine's independence.